Hey there everyone. Today is Thursday, July 31st. The time right now is approximately 4:45 p.m. and the temperature is a cooler 23 degrees Celsius, which is a nice break from the pretty much 30 plus degree weather we've been having. And I'm gonna pretty much do a repeat of a video that I did back in January. And it's a street that has a lot of familiarity with me. And it's Virginia, so walk with me. And my dad used to reside on this street. I've covered all this before in the previous video, but it's one of my personal favorites for my recordings, pre-recordings, so I figured I'd just do it again. I had about 2 subscribers back then, so it's been quite a ride in the YouTube world ever since then. And you're gonna see a very unique looking house. The house that my dad used to live in was demolished and replaced with this structure. And you won't really see anything like it anywhere around here. This is 83 Virginia. And I'll try to go over some of the history again. I won't try to do an exact repeat, but it'll be pretty similar. And here's the house. It's quite something else, isn't it? Looks like a small apartment building. I've never seen the garage open before. The garage door. There's all this out here. I don't know what's going on. And the old house was much smaller. There was a front deck. It was a bungalow. And now it's this. I really wonder how much that went for. And, you know, I'll repeat some stuff. There was a couple that used to live in this house. I'm not sure if they still do. As they moved from the street, my dad moved from the street back in 2015, so it's been a good decade. They would come out and smoke joints on cue every 8 p.m. My dad seemed to notice that, which was pretty funny. Always used to be a cat in the window. Across the street here were some musicians that my dad jammed with. And that house on the other side of the street, the corner one, used to have a friendly old couple that would sit outside most of the day. We would wave to them, and the husband passed away, and then the widow moved. And my dad and I always used to walk to the convenience store and walk to a video store. Back in the day when video stores were still a thing. It wasn't a Blockbuster, but it was an independent one, which is now, of course, long gone. But the convenience store is very much still there. And this is the house that I saw in the other recording. Excuse me. And just zipping up my bag here. My apologies. Had quite a bunch of interesting Christmas ornaments. And obviously, they're not here now, but it's a pretty unique property that kind of stands out. This fence never used to be here. And it's obviously very quiet, minimal traffic. It's a higher income area for sure. And you see, I don't know what this is or what the point of it is, but it's unique looking. It's not even any plants or flowers it's supposed to protect, so you can hear the cicadas buzzing away. That'd be the only downside of living around here, is hearing that. So honestly, can be quite annoying. It was much worse when I used to live on Palmerston Street. Cicadas would be so loud it would almost hurt your ears, and they would just buzz all day long. I'm gonna walk up to Woodbine, and I will end this recording at Woodbine Station. So this will be probably a shorter pre-record. I usually try to stay around the 35-minute mark, but you know, I just want to be traditional to the other video. Keep it traditional and kind of redo it in that same amount of time. So it's a small little cute house there. You see some of these houses that are kind of similar. Makes you wonder if they have the same architect designer. See a lot of random discarded stuff. Free rat race. Nice gesture, but this is probably stuff that just should be in the trash, to be honest. I don't think anyone would want that. It's quite dark and snowy back in January when I recorded here. It's quite a different atmosphere now. And yeah, my friend that I haven't spoken to in a couple years, it's been hard to get a hold of, but he used to always visit whenever I visited my dad, because I used to live in Hamilton for a good period of my life. And back when I was a teenager, I would just do weekend visits between school, and I am a musician. A lot of people don't know that, but I don't practice as much as I used to, but I was in a band with this guy. He was the guitarist and I was the bassist, and we would just record in my dad's basement that he built for himself. He had his own little basement studio, which was pretty cool. So Josh and I had the privilege of recording for free when we were 16, you know? Not having to pay studio time. And there's a blue heart. That's pretty much the signature of East York. The lighted hearts in the windows. And each one of these houses looks different. It's not really much repetitiveness at all. Very miscellaneous. So yeah, my dad moved into this area in 2001, along with my stepmom and my sister. And like I said, they moved to Scarborough in 2015, September 2015, so almost exactly 10 years ago. And to be honest, not much has changed. It's kind of still feels the same. Changes here and there, but not anything too major. And coming up, you'll see the convenience store. I don't think I passed it. I think it's to the right. My memory can be a bit stale. There's a bunch of stuff everywhere. I don't know what that is, just blanket or donation. And what's in here? Tupperware and kitchen stuff. discarded couch. Lost cat. I don't like seeing these. Bums me out. Missing since October 2015. Assuming that was last year. Sad to say that cat's probably long gone. Toronto Fire Station 224. So yeah, not the mini mart here, but the one across the street. That mini mart is closed down actually. They were in direct competition, of course, but mini mart lost the battle. There's a dance school down there that my sister used to go to when she was a young little kid. Little free library. I always like seeing these. People don't really read as much as they used to. Including myself, you know. I should pick up a book eventually and read it from back to end. So Terry's Milk is where we used to always go. You know, just for a late night walk to get some snacks or whatever. And I'm pretty sure the same owners are still here, long before beer was ever sold in convenience stores. And speaking of beer, that used to be a beer store, also gone. I'm gonna try to cross the street here very carefully. I get a chance. These cars do not stop. Okay. So I wonder what they're planning to do with this property here, along with the beer store, former beer store, Canadian Legion. There's a little camera in the window there. Huh. Interesting. Please clean up after dog. Thanks, you're on camera. Yeah, I just noticed. Thank you. So are you. Is that a Harley? Kind of neat how the helmet's propped up like that. Look at those handlebars, how tall they are. I don't think that's a Harley. I don't see. Oh, it's a Yamaha Roadstar. Very cool looking either way. Look at that exhaust. That's chrome or whatever. Neat. Oh. And I don't remember these bike lanes being here. I think these are fairly new. And up there used to be a coffee time. For anybody that remembers coffee time, there was a computer there where you'd pay to use the internet by the hour or half hour. Because back in the early 2000s, my dad did not have internet or Wi-Fi. So I would just come down here and check back in the MSN days, for anyone that remembers MSN. If you do, you're getting old, just like me. Okay, hot table, that seems new. And they are moving to 1190 Woodbine Avenue. Okay, so not too far away. This is 12 blank C. I think that guy's due for a new muffler. And this is where the video store was. It's an infamous pet boutique in this area now, though, called T-Dog. It's very unique. It's an anteater there. I almost thought that was Alf. like a backpack for a cat, I believe. Really, really cool. There was a little cat in a cat bed last time I was here. That's a funny picture. Really neat store though, really cool. Okay, and traffic can get a little congested, as you can see around here. So, where the coffee time used to be is now a family bakery cafe. Seems like a neat independent shop there. And I wondered what this was before, and I still wonder what it is. Silver Antelope. Closed. Considering it's a weekday and just after 5 o'clock, it's kind of strange for it to be closed, but I'm not sure what the hours are. It doesn't indicate anything. Take me, see what we're about. Yeah, cool. I'll put it in my back pocket. And you have, I don't know what this is. Gallery hours. It's a gallery of something. The Dre Gallery. Body shop across the street. Auto body shop in. On this intersection here, it's kind of unique. Kind of divides into 4 corners, almost 5. 4, almost 5, yeah. Woodbine Auto Service, and yeah, a lot of just abandoned businesses here. Changes proposed for this site. And it becomes more residential after this. Love the blue. Another motor shop here. Is that a Saturn? You don't see many of them anymore. I don't remember how long ago they went under. It's a 2-door, but I believe a 5-seater. Just want to see what model that is. Springman Saturn, that's pretty much all it says. Woodbine Heights Baptist Church. Someone won $1 million there. It's funny, earlier today, I almost got $100. It was on the ground. Someone was like 10 feet ahead of me and they picked it up first. I was like, damn. Why couldn't that been me? Oh well. But I don't gamble because I've never had luck. Anytime I have, I never seem to ever win, even with scratch tickets, so I just don't bother. Eventually, you know, there's always a chance of winning, but Eventually, I would just probably put more money into it than I would ever get back. It's kind of just like a money pit. I can see Danforth approaching. Isn't that just the cutest little fountain? It's enough to keep water in there to, I don't know, keep birds hydrated, I guess. Bike lanes get a bit more protected here, I guess, just from cars and traffic. There's another big church there. Houses for sale. They never put the price though, do they? 1115 Woodbine for sale. More discarded stuff. And there's a big slush puppy blow up, whatever that is. I haven't had one of those in years. It'd be nice to have again. And again, I like to see independent convenience stores. You don't see nearly a lot of them anymore. Like I say, it's mostly Circle K's and 7-Elevens and whatnot on the run. So it's the Church of the Resurrection. And I questioned if this was residential or a business before, but now I know it's a business. But it's like a mystery wrapped in an enigma. Like, what is this? There's no sign, there's nothing. It's just, come on in. Almost looks kind of suspicious. And what is this? It's a different building, but there's like no door and like what? Someone's clankering away there. Huh. How come none of these businesses have signs? It's so confusing. And another church. Dorks. It's a nice cabin sort of looking house there. Love the wood exterior. So that's the Toronto Chinese Mennonite Church. And I'm about a couple minutes away from approaching Woodbine Station, which is where I'll be wrapping this up. I think that house is due for a lawn trim. Lawn trim, that was almost like a tongue twister. And there's a Value Mart, which I did a recording in. Price checking. I haven't done that in a while. I think I'm due for one. But I gotta be careful because some businesses do not like you recording in there. And you'll see proof of that if you watch me reviewing LCBO. They did not consent. And here's Woodbine Station. So, I want to thank everyone for watching. My name is Kyle Walker. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and turn on that notification bell for all videos or personalized, whichever you prefer. I'm always grateful, and I will see you in the next one. Walker, out. Get away, B. Leave me be. Haha.